Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. I'm not doing it. Anyways, today we are going to be making
Martian Helium airships from, of course, John Carter, Warlord of Mars. As you recall from the announcement show, I told you we were going to use this reservoir from a cheap super soaker. And to start it off, I used the hot knife to cut down the seam line so that I didn't have to mark it and I could just have a nice straight edge. And after several hours of filing,
compare the two. This is why we might not make a second one.
Yeah,
is because there's so much.
if you can see, the
to
bottom
file
one
down.
has all these melty areas, and I took the better half of the two. I could fix the other one and make a second one. We'll see how that goes. You know how the first one turns out, but just to let you know that you can get two out of one of these reservoirs from a super soaker. So I filed this one down during last night's live stream with Bruce and Jade and Cigar DM and who else was there with us? Baron. It was over on Baron's show, as a matter of fact. Baron G Rock. Thanks for having me on, guys. And so it took me quite a while, because I had to be kind of quiet because I didn't want to, have the live stream full of sanding noises. But I sanded it with an emery board and an X-Acto knife, and we're going to use this bottom half as the hull. And then with just some basic foam board, I cut out some flooring. And we're also going to use this granny grating and this shoe pattern to give it some gritting. Now this is going to be a two-part video, just because the second half is going to take some more work, and we're going to need some other ingredients. That one of the ingredients I just haven't found yet, but we'll
get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. So the little guy, as you can see, I've made some blue lines here so he knows where to make the hot glue bead, and then we're just going to pop these.
Well, since I've used this.
Yeah.
So just put it in now.
Yeah, just do one half at a time, like do this side and then this side, and then we'll put the board in, and then we'll go to the next one. Just make it nice, and hold it the other way so it drips down.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, so that if it's
kind of more difficult, actually.
we'll put the stand up, and then you should have plenty of time. You can also turn the glue gun upside down or to the side, shoot it all gangster style.
What, like this? One of the worst ways you can possibly hold a gun?
No, I meant just make sure you get a lot of glue.
Like
yeah, gangster style.
Well, how's that like this? I don't know how I was
Yeah.
it. But this, I meant like this.
Yeah.
If you do this, you're bad.
Yeah. You have no accuracy. But for this, just because of the tight squeeze, I suppose we could have used the other glue gun, but I think it's all about the same for the most part. But this is, get lots of glue in there, make like 2 beads. Yeah. Because it's all going to drip down as soon as you turn it the other way. And we don't want the glue to ooze up over the boards. Okay, let me get this in there. Let's see. Because then what we'll do is we'll turn it upside down. Ooh, jeez.
Burn yourself?
Hot. Yeah, I'm just doing that all this week, aren't I? Just
Yes,
burning.
every time we do this, one of us gets burned at least once. Also, it is on the really hot side. If you want to cool it down.
No. Well, it doesn't matter.
I think it's the difference is not. I haven't noticed the difference at least because clearly there is a difference, 60, 100, big difference. But it's that point where it gets so high that it's at the point where it doesn't really matter. I suppose it heats up faster at 100 though.
Yeah, and
that part is true. It does heat up faster.
And I turned the glue gun on.
A long time ago.
Yeah, it's just because we want to make sure we weren't, waiting for the hot glue gun so you could watch the hot glue gun, start up and work.
Yeah.
And once we glue
so I put it there.
the same thing, yeah.
Why is there 2?
Why is there 2 pieces?
Yeah.
Because I want the front deck, as it were, to be a little bit higher, not by much, but just to give it, I'm kind of. Let's see if I can find it. I'm kind of modeling it after this from Star Wars, so you can see where there's sort of a raised here and lowered here, but I've got it actually reversed.
That looks a lot smaller than I remember it.
I know, doesn't it? But I think this is also technically a little bit different scale. Put this one in first.
Oh, that's not the one I remember?
No. What I mean is it's a different scale to what we're used to, that being 28 millimeter. I think the old Star Wars collectible miniature game, which this is from, is...
So that is the one I remember.
Yeah, it is the one. But I think it's been so long and we've become so accustomed to the You know, do you want to make the back deck higher?
How about you do this one, because I'm not doing it successfully.
Do you want to make the back deck higher like the other ship, or no? I think we actually have to put the front one in
Yeah, no,
because this one is. I cut the lower one just a little bit off. It's not perfect, so okay. Now let me see the hot glue gun so we get a little bit of this in here because it's. But yeah, I can really feel it heating up underneath or through the plastic. Be careful. We're actually going to be done with that for now. As you can see, there's a little bit of gappage going on in there, and I'll just fill that or cover that hopefully with the granny grating. Leave that up to the side, and I'm just going to trim this real quick. And then we're going to super glue this in instead of using hot glue because what? Because if we use hot glue to affix this, then it'll obscure some of this grading pattern and ooze. The glue will ooze up and it'll look like messy.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure their airships are pretty spick and span. Let's put it that way. And this stuff is great. I mean, for so many things. There's so many uses for this stuff. If you don't have any granny grading, you can pick it up at just about any craft store or even places like Walmart and Target will have it.
I think I still have it. Yeah, I still have the burn mark from that thing.
From a long time ago?
Yes, still there. Very hard to see them. What's gonna fill in the hole?
That's what those other two pieces are, but I wanted them a little bit different texture, and I'm gonna have you use the super glue.
Isn't the super glue gonna burn it?
Hopefully, if you just get it on the paper, that'll be good.
I thought you were gonna use super glue for these.
No, I want to use super glue here because
not white glue. You said something about it.
I meant hot glue. We don't want to use hot glue. It's a matter
of course, we don't want to use hot glue.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because if we use the hot glue, it'll bubble up through, and
it's not gonna look good at all.
Yeah, it'll look
very bad.
It would be okay if we were trying to make this look like rusty and slimy and something like that.
Like
but
they were filled with slime or something. But we're not doing that.
Okay.
So
just put the super glue on the
paper.
Yeah, and if for some reason that bottle's clogged,
it's not.
Okay, cool. And just mostly put it around the edges.
Like that.
Yeah, just a nice thick bead, and we'll let it kind of ooze up a little because it might show a little.
Like that.
Yeah, a little bit more over here maybe, and then we'll just pop it on, and then that's just about all we're gonna. Well, we'll put these in too, but we don't want it to, I'll take the grating and put it on there. Make sure it doesn't get on your fingers. I'd recommend, just dropping it and then kind of adjusting it in place.
Is that good enough?
Let me see. Yeah, I think that'll work because we can fill in the rest of these little gaps here with milliput, and it'll be a lot easier to do that part.
And the next part?
Yeah, the same thing. We'll do the next one, and then we'll take these pieces that we cut off, and then we're going to just slide them in the gap so that we can almost kind of make like a step up, but it's not really necessary to be stepped, but we'll see. And then next week when we've got all the other materials, we'll do those, and then we can just black bomb it outside real quick, and maybe I'll paint some of it because I think I'm going to be done with the Martian boats while you're still working on them, and so I can just and I can paint it on a Sunday video.
Yes. I'm burning my eyes.
Oh, you used too much then.
Perhaps. Or perhaps not. But this one fit perfectly. Aside from this small parts where super glue didn't get. Do I just put it on it so that it...
Yeah, it'll drip down.
And I just realized that I can't push it in now because... No, don't. You don't. Okay. I wasn't saying... Did you just push it in?
Yeah, it's a little bendy here, but
Your hands didn't get stuck to it at all?
no, but my fingers did. I should have listened to you.
Same. Yeah, I wanted to use a toothpick because if you push into it,
It's just gonna get all over.
and then when you pull off, then you're gonna pull it back. Okay, yeah. Maybe scissors. Okay, now.
Okay.
But it still looks good.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, of course, it'll look a million times better when we paint it,
But it's still good right now.
and then we'll put some sort of exhaust thing here, a little bit of engine here, some cockpit-like area here with a gun or two here,
Yeah.
and the back area.
But they said that you weren't gonna make the two sides different levels.
Oh well, yeah, no, we are.
Okay, that's fine. I don't see a reason why that's bad. So I wasn't expecting it.
Okay, let me see
Or you
this.
specifically said that you weren't gonna do that.
Okay, that one.
Don't you want the paper to be facing up? Because when you spray it, it's gonna melt.
I could just give it a base coat of what is that called? Brush on primer.
For that area specifically.
Yeah. I've been using the brush on primer for a lot.
Obviously, we can't use it on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because that's impractical and mainly it's just impractical.
Make sure I get the squared edge. That look about right?
Yeah.
And again, I can throw some milk powder or just super globs of paint. But there you have it, folks. Pretty simple. We'll come back next week and finish this off. And by then I'll have filled in the gaps and some of the other work that you don't really want to, waste your time watching us do. But until next time, folks, kind of a quick craft.
Aside from the fact that we're going to be doing 2 parts,
Yeah,
it is a quick craft. Yeah. If you ignore the fact that we're lying. Okay, I'm telling the truth that we are in fact not telling the truth. Because the title says quick craft, but this is in fact, this video is quick. However, actually I think it is. I'm not entirely sure because I can't see the timer, but.
I gotta stop letting him watch you, Kai. Gotta stop letting him watch you. But there you have it, folks. Until next time, which will be tomorrow when I'll be doing a game review Friday night, right before all the festivities of Friday night. Hope to see you guys then. Until then,
Good night.
bye. Everybody.